Okay, guys, so you can watch this whole thing. You can fast forward through the parts that you don't need as much, but I'm going to review a couple problems from each lesson that I've assigned you. And actually, there were 5. I don't know why I only put up 4 of them. We had one that I had assigned you like a couple days before class ended. That was 786, which for some reason I didn't have up there. So I'll put all 5 of those up there. I won't review that one yet today. I don't know. I got confused. But anyways, we're going to talk about 2 from each lesson. So the first lesson we're going to talk about is page 787, and I'm going to give you 2 answers. Okay? And so I'm going to give you the answers to number 26 and 28. Okay? If you don't need those and you don't want to pay attention, then just fast forward. But I do want to go through so you know how to do a couple of those. Okay? So we'll start with number 26 from 787. Okay? So I'm just going to write it here. Is 3 minus, and then we have parentheses, 2x minus 7. So I just want to make sure we get some of this done correctly. Okay? So you kind of have to think about this being a negative 1 in here. Okay? So what's going to happen when I get rid of those parentheses, this is 3. The positive 2x is going to have that negative 1, and then the negative and the negative is going to make it a plus 7. Okay? So a positive 3, a negative 2x, and a positive 7. And so this is where we're going to have a little bit of an issue, but the 3 and the 7 are both positive. They combine to 10 minus 2x. Okay? That's the correct answer. You could also have negative 2x plus 10. Either way, the 2x is negative and the 10 is positive. So that's number 26. That's the correct answer. Or you could write it the first way I had it. Number 28 is more challenging. It's longer. I'm actually going to flip this sideways for number 28. Wish I had a bigger board, but whatevs. 9k minus 2 times parentheses 3k minus 5 minus 10. Okay, so that's kind of long. I'm going to distribute this in here. Make sure I get everything done correctly. I'm going to rewrite the 9k. The minus 2 is going to be distributed. So I got minus 6k. Minus and minus means plus 10. Okay, 2 times 5 is 10, but they're both negative, so that makes it a positive. And then I have a minus 10. Okay? So a lot of this is going to be canceling. This 10 and minus 10, those are going to cancel each other out back to 0. So then all I have to do is 9k minus 6k. My correct answer is just simply 3k. That's the answer to 28. You want another answer to anything from lesson 787, just message me and we can talk, or I can put something out there for you. Okay, we're going to jump over to page 788. And we're going to do numbers. What did I say? 6 and 7. Okay, so if you don't need those, skip ahead if you want to. Okay, but on page 788, we're going to simplify the ratios for number 6 and 7. If you don't need those, skip ahead. Whatever. So 788, number 6. It's got 980 grams over 2 kilograms. You got to put these in proper units. Like it has to be the same unit. Okay. There's 1,000 grams in a kilogram. Okay, so if I want to convert this to grams, then I got 2,000 grams. That's my first step. Then I can reduce that. I'm going to divide it by 10. And I'm going to get 98 over 200. I'm going to divide that by 2. And I'm going to get 49 over 100. And that's my accurate ratio. That's the correct answer to number 6. Okay, so you got to put it in the same unit. Okay, number 7 we're going to do next. And number 7 is 40 km over 500 m. Okay, again, need to be in the same unit. I think it's easier to convert. Okay, how many meters in a kilometer? That I am not sure of. Siri, how many meters in a kilometer?
That would be 1,000 meters.
Yeah, 1,000. Okay, what did I say, 100? I don't know. Anyway, 1,000, so if I have 40... Right. And then if I cancel out my zeros, I got 400 over 5, which we divide that to 80 over 1. I don't really need that label. 80 over 1 is the correct answer. Okay. If you don't know your units, ask Siri or Google it or something. No shame. Okay, that was 788. And we got some from 790. You guys are having fun. Okay, next lesson, 790. We're going to do number 12 and 34. If you don't need it, skip ahead, you know, or just hang out for fun. Number 12, kind of long. I hope I have enough space here. 7b, nope, 7b minus 3 equals 8b plus 3 plus 2. Gotta copy it correct. Okay, that's the correct problem. Okay, so we're going to distribute here, and then we're going to have to combine like terms. So I'm going to have 7b minus 21 equals 8b plus 2. I got to get my 7b and my 8b together. I'm going to subtract 7b here. Whenever I do 1, I got to do the other. So I got negative 21. Don't lose that negative. Equals b, 1b plus 2. That starts to become simple. I'm on minus 2. This is negative minus 2. You're going to have a problem if you didn't know that was negative. I think that's what you did, Dylan. But we're going to have negative 23 equals b. Okay? That's number 12. And then we're going to do number 34. That one's harder, I think. Longer, at least. Oh, yeah. We're going to go sideways, actually. This is number 34. Page 790. 7 times 4h plus 1 minus 2 times 2h. I'm over there. Minus 3 equals negative 23. Good times. Okay, I kind of run out of space, but we'll get it. Okay, so we got to distribute and distribute before we do anything else. So 7 times 4, I'm going to write over here a little bit. 28h plus 7. That's my proper distribution. There's no negatives. But there's a negative. So I got minus 4h, negative and negative, plus 6 equals negative 23. That is the proper way to distribute. Then I'm going to combine like terms. I have an h and an h on the same side, and then I have number and number, just constants. So 28 minus 4, I'm getting the positive 28. I'm taking the sign right in front to say minus 4, and we get 24h. I got a positive 7 and a positive 6, so I'm going to say plus 13 equals negative 23. Okay, so minus 13. Negative minus 13. I'm going to go further in the negatives. So it's kind of like I'm adding 13 to 23. And if I do it correctly, I get a negative 36 equals 24h. What's the correct answer? Yeah, it's a fraction. Okay. So then I have to divide. I'm going to erase this and write it again. 24h and negative 36. Okay, so I got to divide by 24. Okay. Negative 36 divided by 24. You can type that right into your calculator. Or you could just reduce it by what? 4. Negative 9 over 6. Is that right? I don't know if I did that right. Oh yeah, I did. Okay. The book has, which we could say is a negative. Excuse me, 3 over 2. I don't know why I just didn't do that, but the book has negative 1.5. Same deal. Okay. Got one more lesson we're gonna review. I think is all. 797. Oh, I was gonna do several of these. That's fine. 797. I was gonna do a few of these just so we can review these. I haven't reviewed it all. 3, 4, 14, and 16 is what I was gonna do. 797. I'm gonna do these 4 problems. Might be good for y'all. Just stay with me. Number 3 looks like this. 1/2 AB, parentheses, raised to the 5th power. Okay? What happens is everything in there gets raised to the 5th power. The 1/2, okay, we're going to do the 2 to the 5, but it's going to stay on the bottom. Okay? So I'm going to have 1 to the 5th power, right? But the 2 to the 5th power is the part that's going to change. 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. Okay? So I'm going to end up with a fraction that's going to be 1 over 32. Okay? Then the a and the b both get raised to the 5th power as well. So to get it correct, you got to have a to the 5th, b to the 5th. Everything gets raised to the 5th power. Okay? That's number 3. Number 4 looks different. I was trying to do some ones that look different. So we get 2n to the 4th times 3n to the 2nd. Okay. So first I want to raise that. I want to say 3 squared, which is 9, times n squared, and then I got 2n to the 4th. Now I'm going to take 2 times 9, just simple 18. And then here, since it's not being raised to a power, it's being multiplied, I take 4 plus 2. I don't take 4 times 2, I take 4 plus 2. This is the answer to number 4. 14, something different. We get 5x times x to the 3rd, raised to the 4th power. Okay. In here first, this is actually going to end up being 5x to the 4th. I'm going to add 1 plus 3. And then all of that's getting raised to the 4th power. So this kind of becomes like number 3 now. I'm going to take 5 and raise it to the 4th power. 5 times 5 times 5 times 5. 4 5s. Okay? And then I'm going to take x and 4, and I take these and I multiply them. I add when it's times, and then I multiply when it's raised to the power. So that becomes x to the 16. Now the book's going to go ahead and take 5 to the 4th power and give you 625. X to the 16. Okay, that's number 14. One more, and then I'm done with this video. You can always do more. I wish we could be in class. We just aren't. Number 16, this one's different. We got c to the 6th times 1 over c to the 9th power. Okay, this actually isn't tricky, I don't know. But what I'm going to do in my mind is I'm going to think about them being 2 fractions. And what happens is the c to the 6th becomes on top and the c to the 9 on the bottom. And then I cancel out. I've got more c's down here. If I were to expand this, I'd have 6 c's over 9 c's. 6 of those are going to cancel out, right? I'm going to have 3 left over on the bottom. So my answer, correct answer, is 1 over c to the 3rd power. And this was kind of a long video. I hope I gave you some answers that you needed, and I helped a little bit. Keep doing math, guys. Keep doing math.